What are you doing?
Getting ready for the yoga retreat.
What yoga retreat?
The one we just signed up for.
We're actually going to a meditation retreat.
Yeah, we're gonna yoga, meditate yoga. It's gonna be great.
Well, look at the schedule. It's actually 8 hours of meditation. And then, I think 2 hours of yoga.
No, this is like
Every
one
day.
day. This is just one day, right?
No, that's...
No. It's definitely yoga, right? You said it's a yoga retreat.
Yeah, well... It kind of is. Meditation, yoga. Babe? Babe? Are you okay?
Hi everyone, welcome back to Toward a Better Us. This week is just me. What you just saw was not very different than what actually happened. So we signed up for 1 week of we thought it was a yoga retreat. And a day or two before we arrived at the location, I found out it was actually a meditation retreat, which involved looking at the schedule, about 8 hours of meditation a day, different kinds of meditations. Walking, sitting, silent, group. I was quite shocked and a little terrified because I did not think I could handle something like that. So today I'm gonna walk you through what that experience was like for me and what I actually learned from it. So let's journey on to the location. So we arrived at this beautiful countryside outside of Medellin in Colombia. It was a forest, the cows, the farms, the fresh air and the quiet. It was horrible. It was scary. It was quiet. Did not think it'd last this long. The first day we arrived was a Sunday, and we met our guide, Pema. So we went to the first group meditation in the meditation hut, where Pema told us about what this would entail, and he encouraged us as best as we can to follow the guided schedule, but there would be nobody there to force us to, so it would be up to us to try to get the most out of this whole experience. He did make one mistake though, assuming everybody was aware of what a meditation retreat meant, because people like me and a few of the other guests were not entirely sure. So to break it down for you, a meditation retreat actually is you're trying to imitate how the monks in the temples have essentially no entertainment. They just stay in a room, meditate all day. You don't speak to anybody. You're just trying to essentially become one with yourself, your mind, discover yourself. This meaning we weren't supposed to talk at all. We weren't supposed to exercise. Essentially use our phones or any form of entertainment except the meditation. Well, that first day, things were not that easy for me. As you can imagine, changing completely how I do things every day went something like this. Hey, what you doing? Hey, what you doing? You want to talk? You want to hang out? You want to... Well, that's just rude. Come on. You want to talk? Huh? You want to... Shh. Reading books. I said reading books, not watching videos. I am reading. What book are you reading? The Alchemist. The Alchemist, huh? Yeah, it's a really
Shh.
good... Focus. No. Yeah, it is a good book. Reading. Focus. Good. So the first day passed. I didn't really do anything different than I normally would, except I stayed off social media, so that was a plus. Second day at the group meditation, Pema actually explained what a meditation retreat entailed. And honestly, I was hearing his passion and his dedication to this whole practice kind of made me feel bad not taking it seriously. So I decided on the third day I would do my best to actually follow along. So on the third day I got up in the morning, started following the schedule, and I actually did majority of it. I think I might have skipped 1 or 2 meditations just because it's still a bit challenging. But on that third day at night, Pema had a surprise for us. He told us on that fourth day to challenge ourselves, to really act like it was a real retreat in the hills or in a cabin or something, where the whole day you would not speak to anybody, not be on your phone, not read a book, no exercise, nothing except the meditation and eating. So I actually made it a goal for myself to take on the challenge. And I was scared, well, for the rest of the thing, but this was even more different because I love to read. I love to just move, and not even the yoga for the day was allowed. Some people complained, so he allowed the yoga, but I went for the full experience. So that night I went to bed thinking the next morning I would buckle down and things would get serious. The sun rising on the fourth day, I felt good, I felt confident. I took my spot on the pillow, I sat there. I took my breaths for about 3 minutes before I started getting very antsy and agitated. But no talking, I powered through. Got through the first meditation session. Honestly, I was feeling good, but a little tired until I was able to help a little bee. I know, doesn't sound like much, sounds silly, but that act alone really made me feel good because it helped me observe what was going on around me, that there was a sickly little bee, hearing the birds and everything else in the morning. So that got me some energy, and I went on some walking meditations, taking in the forest and everything else. And up until 10:30, I was great. And then I hit a wall hard because I couldn't take it anymore. I didn't know how I was gonna make it to lunch. So I started staring at a window. Luckily, nature was helping me out that day. I was able to see this beautiful lizard that had like a neck pouch, kept inflaming to distract me. Watching these little baby bugs sort of hatch and get their wings. So that was buying me some time. So I made it through lunch, got the food, got some energy, and I went on some walking meditations, which is actually a lot harder than you think because to do it properly, you have to pay attention to each of your steps, match your breathing to your steps, and stay in the moment of each step and not let your mind wander off. So it's a lot of thinking when you're not really supposed to think. But you're also very observant of everything that's around you. I saw something that really freaks me out, spiders, many kinds. One with a smiley face on it. One that looked like a tree trunk. One that looked like a melon. And since I wasn't busy trying to squish them, it made me appreciate them. So I actually was able to a little bit get over that fear. And in between each of the walking meditations, I would stop in the meditation hut to do a little silent meditation so I get some variety. And during one of the sessions, a humming bee flew in through the window. I've never been that close to one before. You know, those little things that flap their wings 1,000,000 times a minute so they can get honey from flowers. Yeah, it was stuck in there. And it was getting tired, it was freaking out. I was even able to pet its wings a little bit to help it calm down and show it the way out. Just like the bee, that was another thing that really got to me and kept giving me a second push throughout the day whenever I felt like I was running out of motivation or energy. And with that, the day was coming to an end. It was almost dinner time, and I managed to see quite a variety of the life in the forest. The reason I primarily spoke about that one day so much is because it had a big impact on me. I learned quite a few lessons. One, I didn't know I could actually walk slowly and mindfully. I was always in a rush trying to get to the next spot. When somebody walked slowly, I would lose my mind. But it felt good to just be in the moment. As well with eating, just taking my time, each bite, closing my eyes, enjoying the food, tasting the food, was something else I learned from this experience. And it just more joys of the moment and just appreciating what you're doing when you're doing it. And probably the biggest one of all is I learned to love myself or tolerate myself or just be with myself. I used to be somebody that always needed to talk to somebody, wouldn't like to be alone. With Aurelia, I always just had to couldn't sit in the silence. And this, I couldn't speak with her, especially during that day. So I had to walk a lot by myself, just sit a lot by myself, and just be with my own moments and calmness. And I learned that I'm good enough for myself, and I can actually entertain myself and just enjoy my own company. And that was incredible insight out of this whole experience. So I highly recommend, if you have the opportunity to try a meditation retreat, do it. Don't be scared. It is different, but it is a chance for you to learn to face yourself and your kind of inner demons and just learn who you really are and not just who you always pretend to be, because you don't have Instagram, you won't have anything to distract you and give you excuses. So take the challenge, learn something new, and have fun. So if you have any questions for me about my experience, or if you want to know where I did it or anything about it, be sure to leave a comment down below. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button for more videos and more city experiences like this. And I'll see you next time. Bye.